I don't get I'm never going to get used to that waiting to see the go live thing. I every time I see it, I think, "Oh, I'm just sitting here waiting, looking really dorky," but that's okay. That's what I do best. I hope you're all keeping well. I can see that, there's nobody online at the moment, but hopefully some people will come on soon. Yesterday was very busy and I sort of wanted to wait, but I had so much to do yesterday. My own job was extremely busy. So I I had lots to do yesterday because I now have a week and a half off. So I wanted to make sure I caught up on everything. And of course, in the whole scheme of things, always when you want to be, as organized as possible, everything happens. How are you, Diane? Um, and so yesterday was just a little bit of a I don't want to be negative. It was a little bit of a calamity though. Hey, Annette, how you going? Anyway, so I got up this morning and I thought I want to start doing some stuff. And of course, today I've got things happening everywhere because it's my first day of being off work, sort of thing. So I thought, what am I going to do today? So I went and grabbed this book, and it's a book by Krishan Chopra. And I wanted to read from it. It's called Your Life in Your Hands, and it's the path to lasting health and happiness. And it's a really good book. And like I said to you, I've held on to these books because they have a lot of good stuff in them. And I thought, what am I going to read for everybody today? And I found something here that I thought was absolutely beautiful. Now, the only thing is, when I get to the end, I may not be able to pronounce the person's name. So this person's used a forward from someone else in the book, but I thought it was beautiful. I'm going to read it. This is talking about understanding the laws of karma. For everything detrimental that happens to him, man wants to blame God, or if not God, then someone else. This is a psychological and spiritual immaturity. When you go to a good psychiatrist, he will encourage you to place the responsibility for overcoming your troubles on yourself, not others. Neither God nor anyone else has caused the difficulties we face in life. If you think so, you've not understood the great truth of the law of karma, cause and effect. You are the way you are because you have behaved in a certain way, and the way you behave determines the kinds of fruit you use as an apple. In the same way, wrong thoughts produce wrong actions, and wrong actions bring forth a wrong result. It cannot be otherwise. So you can forever continue to blame your problems on God, on your parents, on your environment, but that will not remove your troubles. It's like trying to remove darkness by beating at it with a stick. You may do that through all eternity, but it will never drive darkness away. How are you, my angel? The only way you can remove darkness is to bring it into the light. If people only knew that this is what religion is truly about, there would be a spiritual renaissance in the world. Now, when he talks of religion, I guess he's talking about your own personal religion, not a particular religion per se. And it was written by Sri Dayamata, spiritual successor of Paramhansa Yogananda and president of the Self-Realization Fellowship. So I want to attribute it to that person. And I thought it was really important because very often we see karma as being quite a different thing. And we don't see our own responsibility within that. And I think that was really sort of a good thing to read at the moment, because sometimes we're not responsible for the things that happen around us. There are things beyond what we do, but we are responsible for how we respond to them. Thank you. We are really responsible for how we respond rather than how we blame. So at the moment, I've been experiencing through social media a lot of people blaming people for things that are going on in the world at the moment. I certainly have no one to blame for my glasses, so I just move them straight. That's right. So this is about, definitely sort of understanding it's your response to things. And it sort of brought me around to thinking about, when you have an anger issue and people say, you need to do something about your anger, they're not really, the anger part is not the issue. Being angry is okay. It's a normal response to things. It's how you manage your anger that becomes a problem. So, in the years that I've worked in the welfare sector, I've dealt with a lot of young people and people with disabilities who do act on their anger. And we've worked with them to try and help them with that. But a lot of their anger is around not being able to express themselves, not feeling listened to, etc. And I guess it's taking responsibility rather than blaming everyone else for that. And that's what karma is about. So if you do nothing else, then perhaps have a look at, what does karma mean? It's the law of cause and effect, but it's not just the cause of law and effect, it's the cause of many things that are opposing. So go and have a look it up and read up on it. But remember, there's nobody to blame at the moment. You can't blame, other countries for what they've done, what they've eaten. We can't withdraw our love and care for other people because we feel that they have been responsible for inflicting something on the world. There is something within this that we can learn how to love everybody. You love everybody regardless of their shape, their size, their kind, their type. Don't think about, it's someone else's fault, it's someone else's problem. Look at how you are reacting to this. What is your part here? You're not to blame either, but what you can do with it and how you respond to it is your responsibility. So I want to say to you that remember that you are loved, you are part of a great community, and I want to say thank you for all of you for my support today. And I know that a lot of people supported me on my little gripe this morning, but it's really difficult because there's just like people complaining about things I can't do anything about. And I'm like, that is the problem for me. If I knew how to fix it, would I then be responsible for the issue or problem? Well, no, I'm doing what I can do with what I have at my fingertips. So, when I get out there and read, I get out there and read because that is what I'm being encouraged to do. And I love to do it. I love every moment of it. So if people are, bombarding me with these things I'm not getting right, I can't make it any different. I can't change that. It's just the way it is. So how about you take a little bit of responsibility? And thank you, Felice. It's so very true. I'm off work now for a week, so we might get a little chance to catch up. It's about you taking responsibility sometimes. You can't be angry with other people because they're not getting things right. You just choose how you respond to that. And it's really important. But you need to know that you are loved. For every one of you who join me every day on my channel, I feel a great deal of love and gratitude for everything I've been given in this life. It's been, sometimes a very complicated and challenging thing. Life is. But I move through it. I try and sort of work through every day. Occasionally, like this morning, I sort of get a little bit irritated by things because I can't do anything about them. Bit silly, really, isn't it? But anyway, have a wonderful day. Stay safe and remember you are loved. Mwah. Thank you.